Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I am your hostess. I go by Melinda NailFanatic. I'm that loving, creative entrepreneur, ambidextrous, singing, dancing, channeling, tarot reading, sister of yours here. I love and adore my brothers and sisters of humanity. That's why every day I bring these messages through to benefit not only me, but you and us and we. For the more empowered each of us are, the more empowered our society will be. And I believe in the age of Aquarius. I believe in consciousness. I believe in awareness. I believe and I know that there is so much that's longing to come through us from the soul. So here I am to do my part and deliver the messages as I channel them through with all the love in my heart. And so if you are with us live today, I want to thank you for joining us and being part of our love and peace and happiness tribe. Also, for those of you who are new and you've just found us, we want to welcome you to the tribe. There's a reason you've been delivered to this message. There's a reason why you've been brought to bring your attention here and focus with us in this beautiful way. For those of you who would like to get a personal mini read at the end of this session, there is an opportunity to take advantage of that today. So with all that being said and done, I've sent the live notifications to those who have requested them. If you'd like to be added to that list, the directions on how to do that are below the video. In the description box, you'll find all the facts, and that'll give all the information that you need, including how to communicate with me if you would like a personal reading. Okay, so we are going to begin our message of the day by saying, hey, Lynn, our first commenter of the day. So thankful and grateful you were able to tune in. And Aheva, so thankful and grateful. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful compliments, for your beautiful presence here with us. Kat, my spiritual child, I love you, baby. I'm so thankful and grateful that you caught us live today. Let's see what we have here from P&Q's Oracle, the channeled artwork of my lovely grandchildren. Let's see what we have from P&Q's Oracle to guide the tribe today. Please and thank you. What do you have for us today? So thankful and grateful to be of service. So thankful and grateful to be here with you for another beautiful download. Okay. This one wants to come through. So this is P's drawing, or is it Q's? Hold on a second. Oh no, this is Q's drawing. He said, a bird flying, a peacock pregnant with a baby peacock. That's what Quentin said this was. And he said, and that's mac and cheese. So Quentin said there's a peacock flying pregnant with a baby peacock. And he wrote the letter P there. So for somebody, there's a person whose name begins with the letter P that says significance in your experience at this time. I hear that. But the peacock flying with a baby peacock is really speaking to me. And it's saying that we have the conscious awareness of our authentic nature. And not only are we utilizing it for ourselves, but we are creating with it in order to be enhancing it for another. In other words, we're birthing others like us. So it's saying you're taking the conscious awareness that you have, you're taking the knowledge and wisdom that you've gained, and you're sharing it with others, and they're coming into being with that authentic nature as well. So that's beautiful. Okay. And the fact that you're flying indicates to me that you're doing exactly what you were created to do. A peacock is a bird that flies. Not only is it meant to be beautiful, but it does fly. And that's part of how it was created. So likewise, it's like at this time, you're utilizing abilities, skills, and powers that you were created to use, okay? So that's a beautiful message. In other words, you're coming into your authentic nature and embracing that and using it, okay? I'm going to adjust this a little so you can see possibly these words of clarity that are sitting here before me. And so our first word of clarity we have is reminiscent. In the place of love, we have reminiscent. So something is reminiscent, going back to nostalgic memory, back to the past, okay, reminiscent. And that's in the place of love. So there's something going on now where we can focus on, I'm hearing the love of the past. There's been past love. So somebody is in a very nostalgic mode, but it's a good thing. It is a good thing. Interesting. I don't know. We'll see what else comes out about that. The bottom of the deck is conflict. Okay. All right. So what I'm getting with that is, yes, there has been some conflict, but somebody is now, that this conflict has come up, whether they are the creator of it or the experiencer of it. Somehow you've gotten yourself aligned with that conflicting energy, and it's saying reminiscent in the place of love. So I'm hearing, in regards to this conflict, try to remember the love. I'm hearing remember the love, and I'm hearing where is the love? Okay. In the place of peace today, the card we have coming out is wealth. The words of clarity says wealth. So focusing on our wealth gives us great peace. Some of you, this is definitely your financial wealth, but wealth is so much more than just the money, honey. Yes, there's so much more to wealth than simply money. As a matter of fact, true wealth can be measured in different forms for so many. And I know for me, as I was working on my own prosperity, coming into alignment with the fact that I am prosperous, one of the things that I had to do was shift my focus on my financial accounts into what is true wealth to me. Yeah, money is money, but what to me, because of my life experiences, one of the most valuable things, because I sat there and I said, well, what do I truly value? What is most valuable to me? And what I found to be most valuable to me was the love in my home. I had a house full of kids. Everybody was dependent on me. I had 6 individuals, including myself, that I was responsible for personally. And so whenever I would begin to worry about my financial wealth, I immediately shifted my focus to where am I wealthy? I am wealthy in love. When I walk in the door, everybody's like, hey, grandma, oh, mom, you know, and that to me was wealthy. The fact that I had separated from my parents through their own transition into spirit at a young age, I have a deep value on the people in my life. And so whenever I would begin to worry about financial wealth, I would shift my focus to where I had wealth. And here on the channel, many times we talked about you have an abundance of different things, you know, and different things that are of value. Try to remove the idea of wealth from money and put it into things that are really heartfelt value to you, and that is going to help shift that energy and raise your vibration surrounding the idea of wealth. And you will also be affirming for yourself the fact that you are wealthy, you do have wealth, and there's nothing lacking here, okay? And that will help raise your vibration, and that higher vibration, the financial wealth kind of just flows in with it, okay? In the place of happiness, we have openly, and I heard smile openly. So some of you like me are like, I'm so done with these fucking masks. Yeah. Do they still have a mask mandate where you live? I heard in Arizona, they don't have mask mandates anymore. Here in Las Vegas, they do. But you know, when I don't wear one while I'm out in public, if anybody approaches me, I tell them I'm not allowed to wear one for my health. And that's true, because I won't allow myself to wear one for my health, because I know that as I was created, I was meant to smile openly and breathe openly and openly be happy and allow others to see that. See, your smile is contagious. So some of you want to know that because you're sick of the damn masks as well. And for others, this is about being openly happy. Okay, being openly happy. Reminiscent wealth openly. the conflict is in the past because it came out in the bottom of the deck. If you watch his channel, there's one thing that's very consistent in all of these readings, although they shift and change all the time. What is always remaining the same is that our bottom of the deck energy consistently remains to be the foundation, what was, where we're coming from, what has already been done and completed. So with conflict coming out at the bottom of the deck, what I hear is there has been a lot of challenges, but a lot of that is done now. It's complete. You're not going to have to worry about that same stuff anymore moving forward. So reminiscent wealth openly, I feel like right now there's this energy where it's like you're starting to feel more free, starting to feel more able to move and do and be more less restricted. The energy of restrictions gone away because of these crazy conflicts has been going on. There's craziness going on in our world. Let's see what we have coming out from the place called flashcards. Well, I talk about the Oracle, the download Oracle, and this guy's coming out again, that brick wall falling apart. And it says, with the crumbling of the calcification of the pineal gland, the third eye is strengthened. And so with that, also, we're getting this awakening energy. It's interesting because it's coronavirus. Corona in Spanish, corona means crown chakra. And so we've said it from the beginning that it is for, I had this interesting conversation with a lady just yesterday who also, like me, is not so worried about these things and realizes that there's so much, and she's like, I'm sick of it. It's ridiculous. And so immediately in my way of shifting focus, I said, well, there's a lot of blessings that came with it, you know. I said, as a matter of fact, it's a self-destruct button. So those who are prone and vulnerable to feeling inadequate, insecure, and that they're susceptible to these types of programming, it's like a self-destruct button. They're literally removing themselves from our experience. The other part of it is that in this time where we have been in isolation or quarantine for so long, there is the energy of getting back to the family, getting back to our foundations, which is now pointing me to the reminiscent. So interesting, because this whole thing is so multifaceted, because now people have had to sit in their houses with their families, with their children, with their mates, with their pets, and they had to do some reevaluation. They had to begin to see themselves more clearly through the experiences that they're having with their families. They've also had to realize where they have lacked attention and focus on these most important places of value. I mentioned in the outset of this reading that my family and the love that we have is one of my most valued possessions. It is my place of wealth. It is still my focus of wealth. And it's literally helped to shift my vibration financially. And so for someone here, you need to see that aspect of this whole situation. For some reason, that is strongly coming out with this message today, that not only were we able to get back to our foundations of family, of home, of what do we truly value and who do we have in our space. The other thing that happened was people were forced to really sit with themselves and get to hear that inner voice speak for a change. Because what was happening was the crumbling of the calcification of the pineal gland. This recently came through that there has been a part missing for the mind mechanic to rectify the situation within the human mentality, and a piece missing was the active pineal gland. So now that pineal gland is very active, and something happened during the shift of energy where that pineal gland, I see a blast going through. Oh, now they're showing me the day of the Schumann resonance. We decided to check it here live during the show, and it was like power of 6,000, which was previously unheard of. And then I did a phone call on the channel here, a discussion with Bubba Dumbass, and he was talking about how he was shown two blasts of energy, one coming from the backside, one coming from the front side, and how they were both meeting at Earth at the same time. And so what they're showing me is that blast of energy that had hit was removing this calcification of this pineal gland. Okay. Hold on, I'm looking for this Why is it not coming up? This website that did, okay, there it is. Okay, the Schumann resonance for today. I wanted to pull that up. So today is saying it's at Power 53, which is great. But if you were live during that show that day, then you would know that day, this Schumann resonance, the whole thing was lit up. Like it was so intense, right? So in case any of you are interested in learning more about this Schumann resonances or looking those up, then there's the website there. Okay, so you're able to screenshot that, save it, check it out for yourself, and investigate what that means. And so for yourself, yes, okay. Crumbling of the calcification of the pineal gland, the third eye is strengthening. This is also saying that now we're coming into a level of power, psychic awareness, and divine consciousness. I heard divine consciousness, yes. Into a level of divine consciousness that is, I heard, reminiscent of the days of the ancients. I heard reminiscent of the days of the ancients. Please, can we skip that until after the show for today? That would just be lovely. Whatever I need, though, whatever the channel needs. Okay, I'm willing to play this game. So let's see, what do we have from the Play School flashcards while I pull our general guidance out from the words of clarity? We have the blue cone and the red circle. So blue indicating throat chakra, what you're speaking out. The cone is a three-sided shape, but it's also very round. But today what I'm seeing is speaking out what you want to create and sending that signal out very loudly. So and very proudly. I feel like now that you can see more clearly and your spiritual eye is activated, where there has been conflict in the past, you're able to review these situations because you're now a flying peacock and you're creating a new peacock life within you. I feel that you're now speaking out in a very powerful way. Beautiful things that lead to wealth, health, and prosperity for you. And you are openly happy with your vibration raised, which allows for the alignment with the higher frequencies, which is where all fulfillment comes in for you. All fulfillment is in that higher vibration, okay? So I love that. The red circle at the bottom of the Play School flashcards is an indicator that this has something to do with safety, security, with our foundations. Again, finances coming out there, okay? So safety and secure, interesting. So what I'm getting here is like the awareness that you have, the level of consciousness that you have. We spoke about corona, meaning crown chakra. Your crown chakra is lit up. And if you ain't talking about nothing else, you're talking about how I'm blessed, safe, and protected because I'm good. The active crown chakra, I heard, is the true vaccination. It's the true cure. It's the true protection against any type of infiltration of these pandemics and viruses and all this stuff. If you believe and you know you're blessed, safe, and protected, can nothing take that away from you. It's that. I like the way Ahava says it, divine protection. That is the divine protection. Yes, please, and thank you. You don't feel, with the red circle down here, you're not feeling like you're vulnerable. You're not feeling like you're going to be attacked. You know what I'm saying? Yes, there's a lot of stuff going on out there. Yes, there's a lot of things out there that we could focus upon. That, you know, that shit is probably true. All that crazy stuff that they talk about that's going on in that world is probably true, but it is not beneficial to us. And the fact of the matter is, they're saying to use the example of the Great Depression. During the Great Depression, many fortunes were created while many suffered in extreme poverty. The difference is the point of focus and that security. Are you vulnerable or are you secure? Are you blessed? Is source in the universe working things out on your behalf all the time? Well, because that pineal gland is actively working, you know that you are. If you're in tune with this message, you are, you're lit up, you're woke, babe. And they use that word very loosely these days, but you are super woke. You are in tune with spirit, and you know that you're blessed, safe, and protected no matter where you stand in your skin. You know that whatever's going on out there, it may be going on out there. And the best thing you could do is make sure you take care of you, take care of home, keep your own heart chakra lit up, keep your crown chakra flowing, keep that third eye strengthened. Interesting, because it's been a little while since I put the gem on my third eye, but they're saying this is why we wanted to accent that and beautify the third eye today. Okay, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. We have excitement. Yes. Okay. At the bottom of the words of clarity, we have the word excitement coming out of the words of clarity as our general guidance for the day. We have the word expansion. So as there's been this energy flowing, and some of you are like, why do I feel this way? It's so weird. I feel all this energy coursing through me. I feel so much happening. It's because you're in this period of expansion. Honey, go with the expansion. Now is not the time to stay in that place of comfort. Now is the time to stretch yourself so you can see what your dreams feel like. Because I hear with the Reminiscent card in the place of love, there are some dreams coming through for fruition for you now, coming to manifestation. No, to materialization for you on your behalf, that come from a soul level. So these are the types of things where ever since you were a little kid, like there's no reason why I love doing nails since I was a little kid, except for the fact that it was just always in my heart. And it's funny because as I've allowed myself to follow that path, I've actually reached and been able to encourage a lot of beautiful souls along the path. Like Spirit used that passion for nails as the bait to bring them in so they could sit down and for at least an hour, hour and a half to 2 hours or 3 hours, sit down and listen to the words that will change the rest of their life while I do something that I love to do that's fun for me. And there's not another day of work involved in this, you see. It's all fun with great people, great vibes. And so what it took for me to go there was push beyond what I knew. And so some of you are at that point now, and they're saying, well, remember when you first started? And I used to get so nervous. They're telling me, and to share with you, when I first started in my nail career, I was so nervous because I was used to that paycheck every 2 weeks and that monthly bonus and the consistency and the reliability. But in that, I was living somebody else's dreams. I wasn't having these types of conversations. And my days of bringing in an income were definitely not as enjoyable as they have been ever since I made this change. They're showing me the period within the first 3 years, I'm hearing within the first 3 years where I would get extreme anxiety when I had time off because I didn't know when the next client was coming and when the next dollar was coming. But they're showing me how I acclimated myself to that, and I began to trust in my source. I began to trust in my universe. Began to trust in what I am to bring in and attract all of my needs to be fulfilled because I began to find my security. And they're saying some of you are in that place now where you learned to go with the flow, to enjoy the days off to the max because you knew that the days of work were coming in too, and to enjoy the days of work because you knew that the time off was following quickly on its heels. So you learned to go with the flow, and the money began to flow even better because you were, rather than wishing to be other than where you were happy with where you were grateful with where you were, and you're in a high vibration about where you were rather than worried about what's coming the next day or what was yesterday. You stayed in right now, made the best of right now, and that's where your power is right now. So in the focus of love, there's the word reminiscent. Now they're saying, look back at the past, at where you got into the moment and you got into the now, and look at what it brought into your energy and into your experience. It's a beautiful experience for you that you have had. And there are many. I hear there are many. And so now in that, they're saying, duplicate that energy. Get into right now. What is so awesome about right now is it that we have electricity and we're able to communicate worldwide, because I sit here at my desk and I connect to this wireless, and I tell you all the messages that are coming through, and we're able to be this spiritual family across all these boundaries and these distances that before was unheard of. Is it that we have AC going in and it's getting to reach the 100 in hell outside in Las Vegas, and so we can sit cool and do this in comfort? Is it that you have the comfort of your home, the chair that you're sitting in, the health, the ears that work? Some people don't have ears that works, but you do. And so if you don't, put it in the comments, because I think that's really cool. That means you have to make some special adjustments to hear these messages. You have the eyes to see. And if you don't, put something in the comment. Let me know how you connect. That would be interesting to hear from me. You have the hands to work. And if you don't, let me know how do you do it, because I've seen people that don't have hands and they do it with their mouth. In other words, the point is you've got a lot of things to be grateful for, and somebody else don't have those things, and yet they make it work. How are you making it work with what you got from where you're at in that high vibe vibe of love and peace and happiness. Praise. Oh, yes, I'm loving the messages this day. So thankful and grateful to be of service. All right, so what's the point of this all? Your third eye is being strengthened. You're able to speak out in a powerful way that creates things from a place of security. You're giving your focus to the beautiful things happening in your life. You're at this point of expanding your awareness of the beautiful things in your life. You're expanding your consciousness. And a lot of the difficulties are behind you now. I hear those are main points that we want you to remember. And remember, your happiness, you should be able to share that openly. If there's anything or anyone that you're entertaining in your environment that you cannot openly be happy within that, then it should not be part of your environment at this time, because it's a contradictory energy. And in this world of duality, there are contradictory energies. We need to, again, we're going to say we need to stop looking at these people as though they're solely individuals, because they're also part of the overall collective, which is created in duality at this time. So some are living in the light, some are living in the dark, some are coming from pure positive energy, although they bounce between the two. Others are coming from a resistance to the pure positive energy, and that makes their actions show through differently and not from a loving place, because they're not allowing the love to flow. Okay, let's see what you want to talk about in this tarot experience today. And I want to thank you, Brianna Garcia. I see your $19.99 donation. I will definitely get to your reading once we're done with this general. I see Janelle's comment. She said, "You're so inspiring. I love your messages. So thankful and grateful to be of service." You know, there's a lot of things we can focus on in this life. I'm sure you got some problems. If you want to focus on them, you'll have more. I'm sure you've had some experiences that weren't necessarily pleasant. If you want to focus on those, you can have more. But I'm saying there's enough tarot channels committed to that. We want to talk about another point of focus. We're trying to look at it. No, we are looking at this. To get rid of that word trying from your vocabulary. I'm sick and tired of telling you, Melinda, get rid of that word trying. And they need to also. You are doing the best you can, and you are always focusing in the higher vibration to the best of your ability. And the more you keep choosing to do that, the better it gets, the better it gets, the better it gets. So here you are showing up today as one who is reserving your energy. Yeah, you're pulling your energy back, not so focused on these external influences. Why? Because you are a peacock flying, and you're pregnant with another peacock. So in other words, you are creating something, and it's requiring your energy to be focused on you. Because you're doing this, contradictory energies are rushing to you. So remember, the brighter your light shines, the more the shadows become clear. Did you drink water today? Did you thank your water? Did you say thank you? I love you. Did you program your water? I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am rich. I am that bitch. I am going to go get that bag, and I am not going to take your shit. I am protected, well respected. I'm a queen. I'm a dream. I do what I want to do, and I'm who I want to be, because I am me. You can sing your favorite songs to it. You can sing your, okay. So water, program your water. Go learn more. Masaru Emoto, the Masaru Emoto rice experiment and water experiment. Go check it out. As you're shining your light so bright, as you're ramping up your energies, as you're pulling your energy in, others who would challenge you, they want to come in. Somebody's trying to come to your house. I feel like somebody here wants to come to your house. I also feel like things are happening quicker as you're pulling your energy into yourself, and you're making that your point of focus. I do feel like you are making the things in your life that you're attracting, it's like you're pulling it in faster. In other words, while you're busy out there chasing, trying to make something happen out there, your energy is going out there. The focus is out there. And so everything is like out there. With your focus out there, the energy flows out there. As you're focused on you, your heart, what makes you feel right, and doing what you're spiritually guided to, doing what is fulfilling for you, fulfilling your own needs, taking care of yourself, the energy is focused on you. And so what I see here is the energy is running straight at you. In other words, you're not chasing, you're receiving right now. I see somebody here in receiving mode. I hear you've had to really strongly defend your receiving mode. You had to defend yourself, as others would try to attack. I hear would try to attack. We have the Lovers card coming out as our third card today, and it's saying, there's important decisions to be made with these energies that are coming in. So I just want to pull some clarifiers and see what is this tarot experience sharing with us today. The Knight of Swords is about confronting any challenging energies. It's about clearing out negativity. Yeah, it's also about clearing out negativity. I feel like somebody is on the attack because you're holding back, because you're not putting your energy over there. It's not about trying to make somebody happy anymore. Now you're focused on what feels right for you. And for some of you, this has caused you to pull back your financial support or your time support. Where you used to be readily available, you made yourself scarce now. You're not so readily available to this energy anymore, whoever or whatever this is. For some of you, it is a person. For some of you, it is association with the group. For some of you, you just simply stopped having lunch with the group at work because all they do is sit around and gossip and talk about some BS that really doesn't make you feel so good. As a matter of fact, I hear it makes you feel stressed. So somebody here is having this challenge at work because, you started to shift your point of focus and you're creating some beautiful things. The last thing you want to do right now is get caught up in somebody else's drama and stress because of listening to their conversation. I'm here and keep all of these. So usually I pick 4 clarifiers. Today we're going to have 5 for this 4 of Pentacles, and this is absolutely perfect. So we have the Ace of Cups, the 2 of Wands, the World, the 10 of Pentacles, and the King of Swords. This is saying you have made a powerful decision to end a connection with another. You yourself decide, okay, I'm done giving to this situation. The world saying that was a very good choice for you. You close it out. It's not available anymore. You're making a choice with the 2 of Wands. You're making a choice to do something different. And the Ace of Cups says it's all about self-love, baby. I love that energy. So some of you came to an end of a soul contract with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius masculine energy. I feel like this person is at a distance from you now and their energy cannot reach you. They're not allowed to approach you. I do feel like with the 2 of Wands, again, you're making a choice to do something different and you're pouring your energy all into yourself at this time. Let's see why this Knight of Swords is here. We're clarifying that with the 3 of Swords, sorrow, disappointment, temperance, spiritual alchemy, emotional balance, justice, karmic endings, and having to face the justice system. The Tower, shock and awe. Somebody here has gotten some very bad news. It's very hurtful for them. And so, yeah, something is changing. I feel like this is an external person in your experience, where as you close things down, this person is reactive, very highly reactive because they're in shock. They say get one more. Okay. And it's the 8 of Wands. Okay. So that's saying to me that a conversation with you where you shut this down took this person by surprise. I feel like you completely cut this person off. You blocked them from communicating with you. You chose yourself. You're like, and this is the second time I had to cut somebody off like that and just block them out of my life so I could love myself. And you know what? I did it before. It was easier to do it the second time. I heard that. Okay. And while you having this conversation, this just takes these people by, whoever this is, they took by surprise. They weren't expecting it. It was shocking. But what it did was it cleared some karmic connection. You cut a karmic connection because you found balance in yourself. And you know what? If they're hurt about it, that is literally not your responsibility because the only thing you did was protect yourself and end a contract. This person, the way they're feeling in their own emotional body, they need to deal with that. You can't fix it for them. You're the only one that can fix the emotions within yourself. That's a temperance energy. And that's what this person is now given the opportunity to do. So congratulations. Did you become the trigger man? Now you're the one that triggers them. Before you were the one that was so triggered. But you found this place of security and stability. You found it. You became the peacock and now you're pregnant with another baby peacock. Is this your baby peacock learning what they are? Getting formed? Because I see you've become the trigger man. You are the one, through your higher vibrational choices of emotional stability, pure positive energy. I mean, it's not like you have any hard feelings or ill will towards these people. But at the end of the day, you got to choose what's best for you, because if you don't, nobody will. If you don't honor your worth and your value, nobody will. And so you're doing that now. And the fact that you're doing that is triggering the heck out of some people around you. Congratulations, baby. You're serving the divine purpose of creating consciousness and awareness in others, which really, all you're doing is giving the opportunity. Their response, their reactions is their own, and there's nothing for you to own in that. Allow them to do and be exactly what they will. You make sure you take care from what you've learned from your life lessons. Now, we have the Lovers coming in as our third and final card. Now, this is the only major arcana that came out. We did only pull 3 cards today. So this is saying the universe is here giving you an opportunity to make an important choice. It's saying you're in a highly attractive energy where you're attracting beautiful experiences to yourself by honoring and setting and honoring, recognizing and honoring your own boundaries. Okay. Divine partnership is here as well. We have the 5 of Pentacles, somebody feeling left out in the cold. The 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. We have the Hangman, a shift in perspective, a delay, a hold up so that there is a period of enlightenment available. And the 4 of Wands, initiating new things. This is life path, life purpose, and soul connection energy. And the 3 of Wands, expecting positive outcomes. So what do we see here? Expecting a positive outcome puts you in a new energy where you're seeing things differently, and your emotional stability is of the utmost value to you. If others feel left out in the cold or abandoned because you had to love yourself, then they must not have been in that love energy of what loving you is all about. In other words, they weren't coming with pure positive energy. So they're giving me what we channeled during the retreat, which was, hold on, I'm going to look it up so I could quote it correctly. I need to look it up. I had to text it to myself. And they're saying some of you are getting these awesome downloads. Make sure you text yourself, write it down, do what you have to do when you get these epiphanies come through. Okay, service to God, humanity, and self in synergy. If this connection, if this situation was not in service to God, self, and humanity in synergy, which means working cohesively together, then it had to go. Anything that's outside of that has to go. In other words, if it's really love, and if it's really for you, it's going to be good for you, the world around you, and it's going to allow your spiritual connection with Source, Universe, God, whatever vernacular you speak, to be fulfilled and to be honored in that connection. And the minute anything challenges that, you're retracting your energy back, you're rescinding your invitations, and you're moving on for more of that, because that's what you're about, service to self, God, and humanity. Not necessarily in that order, but those are the things that matters the most. So the bottom of the clarifier deck with the 7 of Wands there, we have the Knight of Cups. So what Spirit has shown you is important for you to stand your ground. It's not time for you to give up now. You're finally getting some clarity. Stand your ground. You're starting to really understand. You've got the divine vision. You've got that awareness and consciousness that allows you to speak clearly into existence what you want, to know and honor your boundaries. You are finally secure in who and what you are in order to be able to do that, because when you did not honor your boundaries and when you did not honor your value and your worth, it was because of a lack of security. You were looking externally for it. Okay, the Knight of Cups, Spirit has guided you. The Knight of Cups has come out a lot recently saying spiritual guidance. Why? Because water in the cups. That's why we always encourage you to drink more water, because in the first time I had a telepathic conversation with another human being, that human being, during this telepathic conversation, reiterated to me, drink more water. It helps the energy flow better. In other words, that collective energy, that consciousness flows through the water easily. Also, the Knight pages were shown to me by divine guidance in not every instance, but in many instances as the asking of a question. The Knight of Cups, the solution and the response to the question. The Queen the Queen, not just the Knight of Cups, the Knights overall. The Queens represented accepting the opportunity, and the Kings represented following through with the opportunity and putting the plan fully into action. So in that case, we're seeing here the response of Spirit. As you stand in your ground, that's what Spirit is showing you. Now, the feels in this situation here, and that's involved in this, I've never faced my fears before, and I am not ready to start now. So I ran. Somebody here had to face their fears. They had to stop running. Okay, you had to stop running. Somebody here that is attacking you, they attacked you out of fears. I'm hearing that goes there with that Nine of Swords. Show me the feels for tribe. What is tribe's feels at this time that needs to be addressed, please and thank you? What is the feels for tribe that must be addressed at this time during this particular message? I don't even know what someone as awesome as you would want to do with someone like me. So here we have the energy of worthlessness. Somebody here that did not honor their worth and their value. We see that some of you are, okay, so as we've talked about this empowerment message, some of you still aren't in that place, and that's okay. First off, it's okay. We want you to know if all of the beautiful things and empowering statements that we've said here today don't resonate with you because you're not quite there yet, we're there. You'll find no judgment here. You're on that road, though. Otherwise, you will not be here in tune with this message. So be nice to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. You do have worth and value, and maybe you don't know where that is. They're saying if you don't, it's a good time to make a request to Spirit. Please show me my worth and my value. Help me see my worth and my value. I would love to see my worth and my value. I know I have worth and my value. I may not know what it is, but I know that I can learn about it. Okay, so they're saying use some form of those types of words, some variation. I'm hearing variation of those words to help bring that awareness through. Show me what feels card goes here with this Lover's energy, please and thank you for tribe. What do you have for tribe? Okay. I prefer to have another person take control of things for me and my life because I don't know how to make choices. Subservient. Okay. So we said there's a need to make this choice to allow others to kind of go their own way so they could be in their own energy, so they could deal with their own thing. That for your emotional stability, you had to make some choices that was to let them go. You had to do this on your own. Only you could do this. Well, somebody here is having a hard time making these choices. And they're saying you can always, if this is you, you're having a hard time making these choices. We've asked for this before. If it's not for my highest light and brightest good, please remove it from my life and replace it with something that is going to show me, teach me. Now, interestingly enough, they're saying you won't always get the response you want. Sometimes that bully is not going to go away. It's going to get more bullyish because what is being guided from you is, I'm hearing in this energy, is to speak up for yourself. Speak up for yourself. And when you do, it's going to cause a tower to fall. It's going to cause some falseness to fall away from you. The bottom of this feels deck is April showers. Bring May's flowers. It says spring. We are in springtime. It is May now. The time is now is what I'm getting from that. The time is now for you to make these changes. You know more. You've seen the conflicts. You know where they take you. You're starting to find your wealth, or you have found your wealth. You want to be happy. You want to be able to be happy openly and not be attacked for your happiness. You don't want to be in a situation where every time you're happy, here comes somebody to try to drop some rain on your parade. Now, I love the rain very much, but at the same time, if I'm having a parade, I like my parade to go on. I'm just saying. Rain does bring growth. They're saying rain does bring growth. That's why some of you will ask for a situation to be removed, but it will not just go away because there is growth for you within the situation and the circumstance. So how can we shift our focus to speak out praise and gratitude for what we have? What is a blessing in the situation that's continued and persisted? Maybe you don't know. It's a good time to ask Spirit to show what is a blessing in this. That crazy old girl on YouTube said there was a blessing in everything, no matter how stressful it is, that there's a blessing and a lesson in all. So I want to know what's a blessing in this lesson. I'm ready to see. I'm going to need you to show me expeditiously, please, and thank you. Somebody needs to rewind that, write that down, and use that frequently because I feel like it's going to benefit you at this time. Oh, Lordy, we've been running. We talk quickly so that you can get these messages. Thank you, Kat, for your $10 donations. I see you. Do you have a question? Put your question in the question box for me, Kat. And then we saw that we have Brianna. So that is the conclusion of our general message. We're going to go ahead and go on to your personal messages today. Let's see what we have. I want to thank Septina for her beautiful moderating. She's making sure that you have all the information you need. She's so helpful in her assistance. We're so thankful and grateful. Haver said, I love mac and cheese. I love it. So do I, baby. I love me some mac and cheese too. And I thought it was so funny that there's some on the card. That's why I just kept it. Okay. Let's see, what else do we have here? Okay, $19.99 for Brianna Garcia. I'm looking for Kat's question. Kat, you could either text it to me on my phone or put it in the comments. And I'm gonna go ahead and take Brianna's right now. Is it a good idea for me to work out with a personal trainer, or will it ruin my relationship? Okay, so those are two questions. Okay, I'm being guided to pull my traditional Rider Tarot. Oh, this box falls right open. These cards are ready to talk, baby. Now we have uprights and reversals in here. I'm not going to go ahead and separate those right now, so don't mind the reversals. Spirit will let me know if a message is in reverse. So for Brianna, we need 2 yes or no questions. Is it a good idea for Brianna to work out with a personal trainer? Is the first question. And the second question is, will working out with a personal trainer ruin her relationship? Now, as I'm shuffling, I'm hearing it will only ruin your relationship if you don't have clear boundaries and if you don't honor them, my dear. Do you want your relationship ruined? Because if you want your relationship ruined, then you definitely can open up the possibility to do that, and it won't take a personal trainer. So they're kind of throwing that back on you and personal responsibility. So is it a good idea for Brianna to work out with a personal trainer? Yes or no? If we get an ace within the 13th card, then that's a clear and specific yes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 9th card is a yes. It's an ace. So they're saying, yes, it is a good idea for you to work out with a personal trainer. Now, if she works out with this personal trainer, is it going to ruin her relationship? Will it ruin her relationship? This card wants to come out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ooh, I heard, look at that. The 13th card is a yes. So again, they're putting it back on you. They're saying, yeah, it's a great idea for you to work out with a personal trainer. And yes, it can ruin your relationship. Again, the point of it is, do you want to let it ruin your relationship? And if it does ruin your relationship, is that relationship something that you need to hold on to? Because I feel like you're not going to make a choice that would actually threaten your relationship. I hear you actually have integrity and loyalty, and you know how to be faithful. If you have a relationship with somebody that would allow your relationship to be ruined when you're not doing anything wrong, but doing what you need to do, then that would be on that person for doing it, right? But here we have yes and yes. So the answers to both of your questions are yes. I do see that there, as I channeled through before pulling cards, it doesn't have to be that it gets ruined. There is personal responsibility in this. What choices will you take, and what choices will that other person in your relationship take? Okay. Does that person have faith and trust in you? And do you have faith and trust in yourself? Are you susceptible to suggestion? Are you honest and loyal? These are the things you're kind of putting back in your table, but those are the answers that we have for you. So it's like decisions to be made. Plus with that 2 of swords at the bottom of the deck, it's all about your personal decisions in this. Okay. Let's see what we have. Brianna said he got a motorcycle, even though I said no. Now he's saying no to me getting a trainer. Oh, yeah. So is he trying to control you? Is he respecting you? Again, if it ruins your relationship, it may be just a blessing you needed, honey, because I don't do well with that control shit. You try to tell me what to do, I'm going to be like, look, I don't take orders well. No, I don't listen well. Honey, you got to be in control of your life. You got to stand up for yourself and what you need. And if your relationship doesn't honor that, what did we just say? It's got to be, I'm going to find it. I'm going to read it again. I'm going to read it one more time just for you, Brianna, and for everybody who's resonant with this message for you. It's got to be it to service to God, humanity, and self in synergy. If this person is not in your life and allowing the flow of that, there's a problem. I'm just saying. Okay? So let's see what we have now. Kat says she has no question. So what deck do you want to use to speak to Kat today, please and thank you? I'm hearing the Oracle of Shadows and Light. So we're going to pull a card, an oracle message for Kat, something that she needs to hear, and I'm going to read from the book, okay? Yeah, Septina says, I like how the spirit said that both options were okay. Absolutely. I'm just saying, if the relationship is ruined, it's not, honey, the tower calmed down. In today's message, it said, the tower comes down to end karma, and you'll find balance amongst the pain, okay? So I don't know how much you like that message, baby, but that's what we have for you, Brianna. Thank you so much for your donation. So thankful and grateful to be of service. Now, once I do Kat's message, I'm going to go back and check my phone and see if we have anything for anyone else that needs a personal message today. So what is the divine guidance for Kat? What message do you have for Kat at this time, please? And thank you for guiding my beautiful Kat, my beautiful soul child. She's my soul child. I love that girl. All right. What do we have for my beautiful Kat at this time? Thank you for giving her the perfect message that she needs at this time. What is a perfect message for Kat right now? Really? 2 of them? They said keep the one on the book. Okay, cool. Heard. To keep the one on the book. So here we have the Winged Seer. You see clearly. Clairvoyance is card number 12 in the tarot. 12 is the Hangman. This is about a delay or hold up a situation that hasn't changed because there's something for you to see with where you're at. Oh my God, that makes perfect sense. What they're showing me is, you know, the situation surrounding the house and the people in the house and the energy surrounding the house. It hasn't shifted because there's something here that you see that you need to do. Oh, girl, don't let me start getting in on you again. Let me see what's coming out on the book here. We're just going to go into this book. It says, about the Winged Seer. The Winged Seer is an oracle angel, a being who can see the weavings of energy and thus the way events are set to unfold if the current energies and paths are followed. She then sends you your messages clairvoyantly through your ability to see clearly, although your visions may seem anything but clear. As you grow to trust your own clear-seeing moments, you will have brighter and brighter flashes of insight, and you will be able to see exactly what is going on within a situation in a flash. The Winged Seer speaks. As so many people hide the truth, even from themselves, it can be hard to receive a visit from me, because I will help you see when someone is camouflaging and half-telling truths. And you will also have insights that seem to come from supernatural sources. It is as if you have changed sight. You can see further, higher, and more deeply within. You will experience flashes of the future and sudden understandings of the past, and you will be able to foretell likely outcomes. I am the Eye of Ra, recreating your future, and the Adrinka, the protective eye, that watches over you while you sleep. And if you follow through on what you now clearly see, there will be illumination, victory, and wisdom. Trust that sacred sight. The divination message. Your clairvoyant ability is being enhanced by the Winged Seer. You may be able to tune in and remote view, almost be able to see behind doors and into rooms and receive images that let you know what someone is doing without you actually being there at the time. And all of these experiences will either empower or scare you. You have asked for more information, asked to discover what you need to know. Now that the information has come to you, you must be courageous and take action based on what you cannot logically explain. It is important now more than ever to be honest about what you can see, but most of all, to be honest with your own self. Girl, I'm done. Like, I feel like that was very clear. You already know what you've seen. You know what you need to do. They're saying now is the time to take action on what you have seen clearly. Do you need more on that? I'm just saying that looked very clear to me. And I believe and I know dang well that you know exactly what they're talking about. You know what you got to do, boo, to change your circumstances. That's why Spirit has shown you. You know what happens if you continue in this situation, if you continue to allow. You know what you need to do. Who is more important? You and yours, or them and theirs, is what I hear. Okay. So that's what we have for you. I see Tina is online with us now, so thankful and grateful you was able to tune in. We at the end of the show, but let me just check my phone and see if we have anybody else getting personal messages today. And then today, the next zodiac sign. Oh, I do see more. Thank you so much. I see Duana Lewis. Duana, thank you for your $11 donation. Do you have a question? Please put your question in the chat if you have a question, please, and thank you. And then quickly today, what are we going to be doing today? Today we will be doing the zodiac sign of Pisces, the full-length reading for Pisces. I'll be going live with that immediately after this. And then let me see what 12 sign reading we're going to be doing today. Hold on, let me see what's it. Today is Wednesday, right? Okay. So I heard today we'll be doing the unexpected blessings within a week for all zodiac signs as well. So that'll be a live here. And then what we'll be doing, yes, we will be doing the TikTok tarots as well. So I'll be uploading some more TikTok tarots for you as well. Okay, so that's what I have. And I'm not seeing a question here from Duana. Again, thank you so much for your $11 donation, Duana. So thankful and grateful. I really wish I could see what your question was. Let me just scroll back and see if I see it. Septina, did you see somebody put the thing in and said they sent a Cash App? Because I didn't see that. Oh, that must be Ahava. Duana, that must be you, beautiful. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. If I'm not, please correct me. Okay. I'm still not seeing any questions that you put in the comment box. So I would love to pull cards for you. And I guess, okay, they said go ahead and use the same deck I used for Cat. So here we go. We'll use the Oracle of Shadow and Lights for Duana. Duana, I hope I say your name correctly. I'm usually really good at pronunciations. So I hope I'm not chopping your name. I love to say it correctly, and that would be lovely. So thank you for guiding our beautiful Duana today at this time. What is the most important message for our beautiful Duana? Thank you so much for these perfect messages for Duana at this time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Was a perfect guidance and messages for Duana at this time. Oh, okay. Now you're giving me two again. The one on the book, they say, okay, look, you're funny. They're saying it's the one on the book. So there's something about the book that's consistent throughout these messages. It's one on the book. Somebody ain't asking. Somebody ain't talking. There's one on the book. One on the book. There may be two sitting there, but it's the one on the book. Whatever that means for somebody, that is definitely a channel message coming through very strongly. Out trick-or-treating. We're here. It's card number 5. In the tarot, major arcana number 5 relates to the Hierophant, which is our spiritual authority. It also speaks to life lessons. Okay, let me just see what and it's also the pivoting point of change. So let me just see what the message is from the book for you, my beautiful soul. Thank you so much for making your presence felt here. Thank you. Okay. About the trick-or-treaters. Knock, knock. They're here at your door, front or back, or at a window dressed in black. Appear 4 little ones, if you include the little jack-o'-lantern. They may look scary, but take some time to discover what they have bubbling away in the cauldron. It could be wonderful, and yet you may be fearful that it is woeful. It is going to take courage to find out the truth. But if you do find that courage, you'll discover that you need not be scared by the appearance of death. He's just here to help you change. And jack-o'-lantern is here to help you light up something you've been hiding from. The little witch with her apprentice, they're ready to help you understand the depth of your magic. Do not be afraid. The trick-or-treaters speak. We may look dark and scary to some, but truly we are also fun and peace-loving magical ones. Don't judge everyone by appearance. Instead, understand what lies beneath and discover what it is they want, and then feel out for any strings attached. We want you to exercise your feelings and your clairsentience, the ability to know and not to rely upon appearance for your signals. Then we would like you to meet with us so we can share our experiences with you and hear more of your story too. The divination message. It is up to you now to decide whether you're going to take the time to discover what something is really all about, or simply judge it based on how it appears to be at first glance. The trick-or-treaters help you to see through conditioning and old thought patterns. And as they do this, they may reveal to you a world of more wonder than you thought possible. All you need is courage. So I feel like there's completely new awareness. I feel like you're being brought to a place of understanding your own spiritual abilities and powers like never before. And I feel like this could be a little bit daunting. I also feel like you have somebody around you. It could even be through this channel who is deeply into, but I feel like there's a person in your physical 3D experience who is deep into the mysticism. Maybe you are the person, but I do feel like there's a tribe around you, that there is a like-minded individual in your space. And I feel like together you will delve into deeper places of consciousness. I feel like there could be a little bit of fears in going there. Maybe you see spirits or hear spirit, or you just know things and it kind of freaks you out a little bit. They're saying just keep getting familiar with it because you will find comfort with it. This is what you are here to do. This is how you were created to function. My crown is lit up. So I feel like maybe clear cognizance, that it freaks you out while you know, and you don't know why you know, but you know. Okay. So that's the message I have for you. Thank you for a donation. Let me go check my phone again, see that we've got everybody covered. I want to make sure I've covered everybody's requests. I always love to make sure I've recovered everybody's requests. I want to make sure everybody gets their chance who is cares enough to get these answers to put their money where their mouth is. It's funny. You can sit up here and ask for free shit all day long, but when it comes time to put your money where your mouth is to show that it really matters, are you willing to do that? You know, because there's this energy exchange. So many of you give me energy exchange every day because you're sitting here and you engage on the channel. You make sure you give this video a thumbs up. You tell people about it. Like, you're serious. That is an energy exchange as well. But there's other people, you know, and where the free message that's delivered is not enough for you. You need a little bit more. And so Spirit says, yeah, you got to put your money where your mouth is. You got to show the value for it to get that return. So for somebody that, maybe that's for you, Duana, but there's a message there for somebody. You need to know that, okay? So this is what we have for you today. I will be back for our full-length Pisces reading, the all zodiac signs, unexpected blessings within a week, and your TikTok tarots for today, which I love messages for all the zodiac signs as well. So until next time, I absolutely love and adore the part of me that aligns with you. The golden thread that shines all the way through, called love and peace and happiness. And in the meantime, in between time, you can treat yourself at LPHtarot.com. It's in love, peace, and happiness to you and yours. And of course, me and mine. Until next time. 감사합니다. Gracias. Later, baby.